Hello everyone and welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. It is your lady Ms.Z. Thank you so much for tuning into another video with me. If you would, please make sure that you like and subscribe and comment down below which one you chose if this video resonates with you. This is going to be a bone casting that I'm going to do for you guys. Of course, you're still going to pick 3 pals, but this is going to be urgent messages that you need to hear right now on your spiritual journey and path. I'm out here looking at these birds. They're out here fighting, so that might be a message for somebody. But if you would like to book a reading, please go to donandreams.com. The timestamps will be in the description box along with my website that you can go to. I should be updating my shop very soon, so you can look out for that. How we're going to pick pals today is I'm going to give you the cover of each deck. I have 3 decks here, and you're going to pick based on which one you resonate with, and then I'm going to bend the camera down so that you guys can see the bones that are thrown. All right, so for the first pal, you can pick 1, you can pick 2, or you can pick pile 3. And I'll do that one more time before we bend it down. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. All right, if you need more time, please pause the video. I have my bones right here. So we'll go ahead. Oh, fell over. But I just cleaned them. So we got my bones right here. So we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Okay, there we go. All right, so for those of you who chose pile number 1, this is your reading. Let's see, what are the urgent messages for you at this time on your spiritual path? So the first thing I'm hearing is about being consistent on where you are going and finding answers. Don't give up on finding answers as to where you are going. And it's so funny that this stray cat is here at my window right now. So that's an indication that you have a lot of unknown ancestors working with you and watching over you. They keep a close watch on you. Let me tell you that. I need to go see what that cat doing. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. For those of you who chose, again, pile 1, and we'll get into this in a minute. So let's go ahead and I'm also seeing this as a time, I don't know why, but there's something about you helping other people and you guiding other people, even people that kind of get on your nerves. It seems like you hold that position of wisdom and knowledge. So you may have a lot of people reaching out to you for your wisdom and your advice on things. Even if you don't want to necessarily give them advice, I'm seeing that as well. So let's see what's happening in your bones here. Actually, let's move this here. This is the unknown ancestor, actually. Funny that came out for you. Definitely protecting you. Yes, definitely protecting you. They're saying that things are trying to distract you. Definitely. They are trying to distract you from your path. Okay? So do not let negativity come into your life when you do have goals set out for yourself, when you are trying to pursue something in your life. Okay? It seems like as soon as you get on the right track, there are negative thoughts and negative things put there to distract you. So that's interesting. You should be focused on listening to your intuition. Very much so. They're saying that you need to watch the past. Watch the past, okay? There's a lot of unknown energies from the past that are going to come up. This could be in the form of people, things that haunt you. There's a need to address the past. Spirit is talking about things that you have to give up in order to transition in your life, in order to do more things in your life, more things that you actually want to do. Certain lifestyles that you have to give up in order to adapt to a new space. This could be bad eating habits. This could be substance. This could be even people that you know you're not supposed to deal with, but you continue to deal with. They're talking about needing to move forward from the past. Your focus should be on your spiritual journey and should be on your spiritual development. And it's there, but it's almost like you haven't been paying attention to it. And I have to say this, you know, don't let family get in the way of your goals either. Okay, there's a major concern for family, meaning you may be looking out for them, they may be reaching out to you, whatever the case may be. There's nothing wrong with helping your family. Don't get me wrong. Just don't let it come in between what you're trying to, you know, do with your life. So let's get additional messages from the deck that you chose. Interesting. Okay. I also see people trying to steal your shine. I also see that too. Like the stuff that you try to work on, I see somebody trying to copy what you're trying to do. This is interesting. And you do have some female ancestors showing up for you. Heavy female ancestry. They're talking about you being consistent with your offerings that you're giving to them. They're talking about you being creative. You're supposed to pick up another craft. This means that you're supposed to be learning something new right now. And like I said, there's some type of avoidance of that, but it needs to be consistent because it's also a part of your journey. You're always supposed to be learning, this pal. They're like, we're initiating you into certain mysteries right now. So there needs to be focus because they see you as the shaman. And shaman is just a common word that I'm using. It's probably not even the correct term, but most people know what a shaman is, so we're just going to use that term for now. So it's like you're supposed to be the shaman. You're supposed to be understanding nature, talking to the animals, getting in alignment with who you are and your actual gifts. So this is something that you have to be consistent with. And the other thing is, like, you're supposed to be crafting. You're supposed to be reinventing yourself, creating certain things that will make, you know, for most of you, this is probably going to be like a career path for you. So it's important that you start to learn new things. Don't get rigid in what you're doing right now. Don't think that what you got going on is all that you're going to have going on. You need to be able to adapt and continue to grow so that your life won't be stagnant, because there's much for you to learn. Some of you are getting urges to get up and do something new and do something different. Don't be discouraged because it's going to take all day to make that basket, because the basket's going to turn out beautiful when you're done. So you need to focus on your creative energy. Be mindful of the past. That's what I get for the first one. Be mindful of the past. I'm also going to give one more message before I go on to the second pile. Okay. Additional messages for the second pile, Spirit. Okay. Protect your foundation. We already talked about that. Cleanse your home. Focus on yourself. So all of that came out of your bones already. Okay. The cat does represent focusing on yourself, believe it or not, because the cat is very independent. They don't have to be with the crowd. Like, they don't have to have friends. You know, they operate on their own. They're self-sufficient, and they can grow on their own. They can get pretty far on their own, you know. That's why they're not really domesticated at all. It's just like, I'm just here. So it's kind of like that's the same message for you. Like, you don't have to be with the crowd. And also the cat is very an independent learner. They're always learning new things. So your main message is to remain focused on your spiritual journey. Don't forget about it, because this is a lifelong journey for you. Be mindful of the past, whatever this is, whether it's a person or situations that need to be healed, because it needs to be put to rest, because they're talking about past energies creeping up on you, haunting you, unresolved issues from the past coming up to try to disrupt things in your life. So be mindful of that. All right, so that is the first one. Okay. Put that back in there. And let's go on to the second one. I don't know if this was the second one or not. It's supposed to be the second one. But if it isn't, I'll correct the timestamp. So you'll know what pile 2 is. If this isn't pile 2, I will correct the timestamps, okay? So with that, we get to the appropriate one. For those of you who picked this deck, pile 2, this is going to be your message. So let's go ahead and channel into pile number 2. So Spirit's saying you are growing, okay? A lot of times you don't give yourself enough credit for the growth that you've actually, maintained, what you've actually established within your lineage. Like, you don't give yourself enough credit. A lot of you have done like momentum things, and you haven't really given yourself credit for that. And I'm stroking this feather. I'm like, this is a sign too. This is a symbol of your growth. Your wings have gotten long. Like, you need to give yourself enough credit for where you have come. And if nobody tells you, how great you are, I'm here to tell you that you are great and that you have done some great things. So let's see what the message is for you. Goodness. I'm about to fix that when I get done. Ooh, okay. You are supposed to be constant and change. And I'm going to get a few more bones on this one. But you are supposed to be constant and change. Development. And what I mean by that, I basically mean that you are supposed to understand that you're going to constantly be going places. You need to reflect on the fact that, where you were is not where you are right now. I'm also seeing a change in friendships, change in location, Be constant in change. Be constant in development. Even quitting a job. Even, you know, moving from this to this business to maybe a career goal. Like, you're supposed to be constant in change. Because the more you adapt to a new scene in your life, the more you continue to grow. This is also, I'm hearing, a change in religions. Maybe religion to spirituality, or maybe another system that actually works for you. You should not be worried about what other people think of you as far as where you are right now, okay? Don't worry about other people's opinions of you or how you're going to be seen. You're doing this for you. There's a lot to be revealed for you as far as your gifts go, okay? You are, you know, a very, very gifted person, all right? Very gifted. And even though you may have already discovered some of your gifts, they're saying you're not done yet. Because they're showing that, like, this awakening of a spiritual person that you can't even see. You don't even see yourself as this. Some of you will go on to be priests and priestesses. And this is where you're going to have your most abundance. You're going to be helping other people. Your spiritual journey is a interesting one. And the funny that the crow came up, or the raven, so to speak. This means that you have access to the past, present, and future. Now, that doesn't mean that, you know, some of you are already there, but there's going to be a lot of development for most of you, a development of your gifts. It's not going to come all at once. Some of it's going to come through, you know, somebody, you know, helping you align yourself with your gifts. And for some of you, it's just going to pop up randomly one day, you know, but it's a progression of things, but it's going to be your abundance. Rather, it is learning about medicine and things like that. But I see a spiritual self that is awakening. It isn't really even fully awakened yet. So there's a lot of ancestors that's going to come up for you later on in your journey. Ashe. Yeah, there's a connection to a female ancestor that has had these gifts before that you actually have. So that's interesting. They're saying that you need to be more confident in yourself. Do not let the past deter you from where you are right now. So if you were bullied in the past, if you just had self-confidence issues, if you went through something that brought down your confidence, they're like, be constant and change. You're not there anymore, you know? Even if you feel like you are, look around you. Like you are in a different space right now. They're basically speaking on that they want you to be proud of your transitions. So let's get a few more bones, and then I'm going to get into the cards. Yeah, they're talking about you learning about healing, and you're going to need a lot of protection over yourself as well. But this is something that you're going to learn about. Your main focus should be your confidence and, you know, holding on to strength. Stop giving up on yourself. They do say you need to focus on protecting yourself too. Okay, so let's get, yeah, this was the deck that I was going to use. Like, I'm so confused, so there must be a message in the other one too. So additional messages for Pal 2. Yeah, you stand out. Like, you're just that person that you need to be more confident in who you are. Look, let's say what it says, the wilder or wild beastie. I don't know how to say that, but it's the heron too. If you can see the bird right here, like one bird against these other animals. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Okay, so then you have, I see. Okay, I see. They say some of you are supposed to actually be traveling Goodness. So you're going to be going to visit your ancestors actually in the place that they were. Like there's so much for you to learn. That's why transition is supposed to be constant for you. There's supposed to be constant change. You got the zebra right here. And if anybody knows anything about my readings, the zebra is always a self-confidence type of thing. And you have the zebra in your reading in your bones. That's why they always align. They say that you have a big purpose. You have a grand purpose that you don't even see yet. You do have crocodile, so that means that you have some people that are actually watching you while you are, not even checking for yourself. You have other people checking for you. You have people who watch your success. Like you don't see it, but they see it. So again, always hold your head high. You're not meant to blend in with the crowd. That's not who you are. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to be great. Everybody has their own individual purpose, but yours is a very unique one, okay? And I'm also seeing that you guys are the messengers. Interesting. So that is what I get for pile 2. Let's go on to pile number 3. And I just messed up this whole thing here. I had it so cute. I'm gonna have to get it together. All right, so for pile 3, and like I said, if this is not the pile 3, I'm going to fix the timestamp so you guys will know which pile it is, because I do get confused sometimes. So this is pile number 3, or it could be pile 2, but like I said, I'll fix it. Let's go on and see what the ancestors have to say to you. What is your urgent message? Well, the first thing I'm hearing is don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush, okay? Things will work itself out, especially financially for you. Things will work itself out. So if you guys are needing money and things like that, let it work itself out. Plan and have a strategy. Make sure that you are saving money, okay? But money is going to come, and it's going to, if you got bills that are overdue, they're going to get paid, all right? Yeah, you got fertility here. Oh, okay. Okay. This is interesting. This is just for some of you. There's an unknown ancestor that says that they're going to reach out to you in the form of a friend, okay? And ancestors can send messages through people. So whether you're, being invited to something, whether you are having to talk to somebody that you really haven't talked to in a long time, I don't know. They just say that they have a message for you through a friend. I'm also seeing an energy of you turning people away, okay? So they're wanting you to learn to trust again. You also have a grandmother spirit here. Well, a lot of women spirits in all readings, huh? So if you picked another pile too, this grandmother is still here, okay? Interesting. Let's get more clarification on that. They're saying that you're supposed to be focused on major events in your life. Yeah, they're saying that, let's just put it like this. Somebody snaked you within your friendships. And this has happened to most of us. We've had some type of snake within at least one of our friends. But they're saying that you have, closed yourself off because of that. Like, you don't really deal with people like that no more. But this ancestor is saying they're watching over the people that you deal with. So you'll know who you're able to deal with because you'll be able to be around them. If you're not able to be around this person, like something blocks it or your plans just kind of go left, you will know by then if the ancestors approve of you being around them. But you don't have to fear anymore of dealing with the wrong type of person, because they're going to kind of do something to interrupt that. Like your connection with your ancestors and the offerings that they're receiving is a very strong one. So they're going to protect you from people that should not be in your life, people that don't wish you well, because there's still that person there. But they're saying that you will know, because again, your plans won't go through if you try to hang out with that type of person or try to be around that person. But it shouldn't deter you away from all friendships or making any type of bonds. They don't want you to be completely lonely. All right. Somebody's going to come along to assist you on your journey. They're also speaking on siblings as well. So those of you who have brothers and sisters, you need to be looking out for them in some way, shape, or form. This doesn't mean that you have to be a superhero, but make sure that you check on family, because they like to hear from you. Okay, so let's get some deeper messages on this. Messages for pile 3. Okay, let's see. Okay. This ancestor honestly wants you to practice feeling spirit more. And I don't want to tell anybody just go in trance and things like that, because sometimes that can be a dangerous thing for certain people, especially when you don't have anybody around you to, catch you if you really go in trance. So I don't want to just be influencing people to do that. But I will say that you should put on some more music, meditate, practice your meditation, because you will feel spirit a little bit more around you when doing that. For those of you who are working on your gifts, okay? Yeah, because you got the musician here. For some of you, they're saying that you should allow somebody to help you, okay? Rather, it's like, honestly, again, you may just be somebody that likes to be off on their own a lot, and you may shut people out, but you should allow for people to help you and assist you. This is even in relationships. You should allow for people to come in and help you. Don't always try to be, whether you're a man or a female, doesn't matter. The person that you're with wants to be of assistance to you. They also want you to take notice to things that are moving in your life and things that aren't moving in your life. Don't get caught up in places where things aren't moving. This is relationships. This is jobs. This is trying to keep doing something that you know is not working for you. Go in the direction that is moving, like that has movement. I don't want to say don't follow your goals or your dreams, but I really hear that strongly. Like, go in the place where there is movement for you. So let's say this. If Let's see. I don't know. I can't even think. I don't want to call anybody out because I don't want people thinking, okay, I shouldn't do that. But it's like, honestly, if it's not working, then, you know, it's just not working. Because they're showing something not working, but you keep trying to, you know, try to make it work. But there is something that is working for you, and that's what's being avoided, or you're not paying attention to it. This also deals with relationships, people that you keep going on in a circle with over and over again. You know it's going to be the same stuff every time, and it's not moving. That's what this picture symbolizes. This boat is broken down. You know, if you can see that, this boat is broken down. And they're just dancing. You know, they're just having fun, but they're not going anywhere. So it's like, don't get caught up in the fun. Don't get caught up in a place, you know, where there's no movement for you. You're not developing. You're not going anywhere. Go where you are developing. Go where things are moving for you. This also deals with abundance. So let's look at, yeah, doors and opportunities. It's important that you pay attention to doors and opportunities. That's like you want more money, but you work in the same job. You know, you're going to have to apply for other places that's going to help you prosper more. Don't be stubborn for this, pal. Yeah, everything works out in divine timing. Alter maintenance for some of you. Alter maintenance, maybe hearing things. Pay attention to your dreams. Take a breath. So some of you need to relax more as well. I think that's pretty much it for this pal. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know which one you chose, and peace out.